Planet Earth in sight. Prepare for invasion.
Donald, you've got to control your temper, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with you.
What's going on?
Don't get mad at me. You're the one with the temper. And another thing.
Uncle Donald got punished by Daisy again. What's the big idea? One day I'll show ya. I'll be a real hero. A superhero. Then you're always
So, you'd like to be a superhero, hmm?
What?
I'll take that as a yes.
Huh?
Mr. Donald Duck, please go to the middle of that yellow circle and stand still.
What's the big idea? I don't think...
Do it now! And please, do not move.
What's going on?
Oops, wrong button.
All soldiers ready to leave the mothership. We can launch the invasion now, General.
Proceed.
Ah, that's not it. Ah, here it is. So you see, you're a superhero now, with a little training. Sensors detected an alien presence. Genesis Research Labs. Well, get ready for some on-the-job training. This is going to be your first mission, PK. Let's get moving.
What is a PK?
We don't have time for this now. I'll explain later. By the way, how do you like your cool new voice?
Alright, here we go. This is a legendary game from my childhood. Donald Duck PK. Like you can see, these graphics looks like very 2000-ish. And this doesn't run very smoothly. This is like 2002 game. Early PlayStation 2
Look over
game.
there, PK. That's an activation star, and they form the energy needed to use the teleport stations. Make certain that you collect as many as you can, so we can be sure it will work every time. Now let's practice targeting. Let me create 2 virtual targets for you to practice on. Once the enemy is in your sights, press and hold the targeting button to engage the X-Transformer's target lock. When you have multiple targets, you can use the switch target joystick to switch between the different targets. Try it out.
This game is basically Crash Bandicoots mixed together with Ratchet & Clank, but with the Donald Duck lore, or PK lore. I guess this game is based on some kind of comic book series, if I'm right.
Good work so far, PK. My sensors indicate an enormous amount of toxic energy coming from the levels below. The Evronians are up to something no good.
Who are these Evronians?
My research has discovered that the Evronians are an alien empire that thrive by invading planets all over the galaxy. Together we will stop these savage villains.
All right, let's do it! What on earth does PK mean?
PK stands for the scientific Latin classification Platyrhynchos kineticus. Translated loosely, it means energized duck. Put the P and the K together and you have PK.
Okay.
Make me proud, PK.
So we are PK, not Donald Duck. Or Superduck. But yeah, I guess this game is based on some kind of comic book series that I have never read myself, but I have seen it somewhere on the stores or the markets or somewhere.
From what I know, these alien creatures are what they call cool flames. I think the Evronian Empire uses cool flames as slaves to carry out their every request. With those pistols in their hands, I think they are carrying out orders to blast anything that moves. Keep your eyes open, BK.
That big muscular black dude that you saw in the opening cutscene is the Evronian Empire. Is the main villain of this game. And this is like a moment. Every time when we see this question mark popping out, we need to collect some kind of power-up. Like this is the first power-up. For that I can fly over the gap to the other side.
That was the easy part. Now try jumping across to that area over there by using your X-Transformer's propulsor. The propulsor will help soften your landings and prolong your jumps. Activate it by pressing the jump button a second time.
And the reason why we collect these green emblems are that we can use them as a checkpoint when their checkpoint marks come out. And those pink emblems under the green ones, they represent as a scientists, but later, more for that later. And this is the checkpoint. This was back in the days our first PlayStation 2 game.
Oh no, PK! It looks like the Evronians have captured some scientists and are holding them hostage. You're going to have to find the hostages and free them from these Evronian savages. You need to save as many as you can. They should be able to help you reach the Evronian mothership.
That's the gimmick of the game. Save the scientists and reach the Evronian mothership. The mothership is, of course, the last level of the game. There is 12 levels all in all in this game. So I think I'm gonna do like 3 levels per episode, so we got 4 episodes of this game coming. But yeah, this was our family's first PlayStation 2 game back in the days when we bought PlayStation 2 on Christmas. Was it 2002 or 2003? 2002 or 2003? I'm not sure anymore because that has happened so long time ago, like almost 20 years ago. But this was our first game besides the Formula 1 2002. Formula 1 game was like my dad's game. He bought the PlayStation 2 for my sister as a Christmas present, and at the same time he bought some game for himself to play actually, and this PK game was my sister's game at first. But pretty soon we played this together with my sister. We got the same save file, and we tried to proceed this game together. Like first my sister played, and then I played, and the next day my sister played, and then I played. And when we were kids, this game was so goddamn hard, but now as an being adult, this is not hard at all. This is just nostalgic and fun. I hope there is some people or someone in the audience that can feel the same amount of nostalgia just seeing this game and hearing these Green Emblem sounds and this soundtrack and music and these jumping sounds and all. Everything in this game gives me tons of nostalgia. And this game's soundtrack is unbelievably good, actually. This is kind of drum and bass, and some kind of techno beats with the drum and bass backing track. It just fits perfectly in this game and this game's comic book-ish style. This shooting is the only attack that we can do in this game. So we can't, for example, punch or kick, but luckily we gonna have a different kind of bullets later in the game. So these green ones are not the only ones. And every level got 6 scientists, and you need to save. You don't need to save them all, but to achieve your road to Evronian mothership, you need 40 scientists. And when the Evronian mothership is the 12th and the final level, so there's gonna be 11 levels before mothership level, so that means there's gonna be 66 scientists before mothership, and if you need 40, you can miss 26. So basically you need like 3 scientists or 4 per level at least to proceed to the final level. I'm not actually sure what happens if you don't save enough scientists. Like if you save less than 40, what happens then? Does this game soft lock to the level 11 and that's it, or what? Can I play these levels again if I don't have enough scientists? I'm not sure. these orange boxes are the next bullets we can have. They are a little bit more powerful and they change a little bit of this gameplay. If I remember correctly, there is 4 or 5 different kind of bullets that we can have in this game. Come on, PK, collect them all. You can do it. I saw you, Cool Flame. You can't surprise me. This, even these orange bullets feel pretty weak. Like, I needed to shot 4 of them to kill one Cool Flame. So they are pretty weak at this point of the game. Although this is only the level 2. There's some scientists. And I need to save them. There should be another road somewhere, if I remember correctly. After that elevator you can see on that corner.
Wow! A real Evronian soldier! Oh, be careful with this one. Scanners indicate that they carry some very powerful weapons.
These are a little bit harder enemies than the Cool Flames. They are a little bit stronger and they shoot a little bit powerful bullets. What it took like 6 or 7 these kind of stronger PK bullets. I didn't count. Yeah, there's the road to the scientists. Let's go and save them. They give you health if you save them. That's a nice prize. And those white health boxes are kind of what's the word? Powerful or meaningful, because I lose my health quite fast. Like that red meter around this PK emblem. When this circle is full of red, I'm dying. I die. When it's blue, I got full health. So this game in a nutshell is platforming, shooting, and great soundtrack in different kind of environments. With Crash Bandicoot-ish and Ratchet & Clank-ish gameplay, but a little bit more mediocre.
PK, here you can use your iron fist to break through the cracked floor. It might even take you to a secret area.
That's the next power-up, Iron Fist. And every time I get power-up, one of those black circles turns out to a green. So there's 6 power-ups altogether in this game. Every time you hear this zhoo, you can assume that there's an enemy nearby. And for the Iron Fist power-up, It's a shame that I can't use it for enemies. I can use it only to the certain types of floors where are this crack symbol. Like here. I can only use Iron Fist when I see these crack symbols. And I don't mean the drug crack, I mean the sound effect that says crack. I always wondered as a kid what's wrong with this middle coal flame. Is he some kind of failed experiment or what? It gave me a lot of creeps back in my childhood. You just, every time there's a shooting part, you just kind of need to press R2 to lock on your enemy. Otherwise, PK can't shoot straight. It just shoots like wherever. But when I press R2, I can lock on to my enemy. If I stand too close of these things, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like you saw here. And I better do not to step on the lights of that security camera thing. Otherwise it's gonna begin to shoot me. Ooh, that was a close one. That's such an odd thing in this game that sometimes you need to jump very high, and if you jump too high you take damage. So if you have like very little health and then there's a point where this game forces you to jump a long way down, you just jump for your death and you can do nothing about it. But that's not a problem for me. Okay, scientist, where are you? Here. Cool, as you said. No secrets back there. Some points of this game, this is way too easy to collect 15 out of 15 green emblems. These cool flames and those violet Evronian soldiers are the most common enemy type in this game. There's gonna be more powerful versions of cool flames and more powerful versions of Evronians later on the game. But these couple of first levels are only those two Evronian soldiers and cool flames. Every time you hear "ooh," you know there's some scientists nearby. Is this a secret door to somewhere? I'm not sure. If you don't save those old scientists on time, they just kinda disappear. And then you can do nothing about it. which is pretty dark. Destiny. I mean pretty dark fate. End of the life for those scientists. This game is pretty fun if you don't play this too much, because if you play this too much over and over again, this may become a little bit too repetitive, because this is only like a button smashing the square button over and over again through different kind of environments. Because the smash the square button is the only attack that I can do. Enemies can do melee attack, but I can't. That's kinda unfair. Just what I need. First checkpoint. This game got also a lot of camera angle problems. There should be some button to reset the camera position, but sometimes it just doesn't work like it should. Many of PlayStation 1 game got this camera angle problem also back in the days, but this is like one of the only PlayStation 2 games that I have played that has the camera angle problems. And nowadays game doesn't even suffer that kind of problem anymore, I guess. cameras work so good in nowadays games. We have something here. This looks like a secret place. Health and bullets. Just what I need. This is what happens if you step to the lights of this security cam thing. I can hear the hoo again, so there's scientists nearby. Those were easy ones to save. I'm not even sure, do people even know that a game like this exists, because when I was a child I didn't know anyone except one guy from our school who has owned or played this game. Other than that one guy, no one even has ever heard about this game. If talking about my friends back in the primary school. And that's kind of logical because this is not a popular game. I have ever heard anyone even talk about this game. So that's why I wonder, do people even know that a game like this exists? There's two Ebronians at the same time. This is gonna be going to be serious. Playtime is over. But yeah, many people don't know this game, but for me this gives absolute amazing nostalgic vibes for my childhood. I just love the death sounds of the school flames. That would be a nice job to do for your living. To be a voice actor for death sounds of enemies in video games. Imagine how cool job that would be. You do like 8 hours of the day, like... I would like that job very much. This is very linear, this game, as you can see for these first 3 levels. Not much of chance to exploring things or like that. Just the gimmick is simple. This is road, follow it, and clear the levels to the Ivronian mothership. That's it. But that's not a problem for me because I have always been more like a linear levels gaming kind of guy rather than sandbox explore free to yourself games kind of game. I like more these linear games than these sandbox games. That's why I like this Uncharted series, Kingdom Hearts series, Crash and Clank series, Crash Bandicoot. I'm not a big friend of sandbox type of games. My only sandbox game, or sandbox-ish game, is Pokemon Sapphire version for Game Boy or for Nintendo DS. And I also have Final Fantasy 16, but I haven't played it much yet. And Bloodborne, I'm not sure, is Bloodborne a sandbox type of game or is it a linear game? I guess it's sandbox type. I'm not sure. But point is that I haven't tested it yet. In the future I have plans to do like playing Bloodborne first time ever on my life in this channel. That would be fun because all I know for Bloodborne is that it's very hard game. And I don't know anything about it, so it would be a fun experience to actually dive into the world of Bloodborne. So these were the first 3 levels and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.